Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hey, I have a topic here, and it's very, very sensitive here when it comes to us men in general. And women want to know this all the time. Women want to know why men cheats. That can be on numerous, should I say, different things that why men cheat. It's not just one particular thing. It could be a whole different kind of categories why men do cheat. But this might be something that I'm going to continue because it's just not one particular thing. So we got to get down to the root of the problem why men do cheat. Now, as me being a man, evidently, before I met Jay, I think we gave our little story or whatever, but when I did meet her, we wasn't, in a relationship or whatever. We was casually, we was dating, seeing each other or whatever the case may be. But I was dating or whatever and seeing other women. And so at that particular time, being in my early 20s, I was playing, the field, should I say, and didn't really want to settle down, talking to this woman, that woman, or what have you, or whatever. So, when you around that age, you're young, you're not mature. And sometimes age don't have nothing to do with it, because you have men around my age in their 40s and in their 50s that's still not mentally mature and still want to play the field. So, sometimes age doesn't make a difference. But with me saying that, it's a root to why men cheat. And one of the roots are what was their upbringing? What did they see? What they was listening to? What they was always talking about? I go back and I can remember certain things that I particular was around, or other men, whether if there was older men and who always was talking about women. Yeah, man, I have this woman and that woman. You take heed, you listen to those things or whatever. It's like a seed that's planted and it continues to grow. Especially, if you always listen to the same thing or always looking at the same thing, like, it was the cliche of men. It was cool to have multiple women, you growing up, and you continue to water that seed, and guess what? It becomes a flower sooner or later. So with that being said, it's something that has happened in the past with a man. And now when he becomes grown, he just figured that it becomes, it's a seed that has been planted, and then it becomes a full grown plant. And now, you trying to, and then the man trying to figure out, like, it's cool to have all these multiple women. It's cool, or whatever, to cheat. They know that is, and should I say that is wrong. So, that's why they kind of, go behind women's back and they do what they do. But at the same time, it's a root to every problem. So with that being said, you have some men nowadays that's in a relationship, whether if they're, just dating, or they seeing somebody, or they married, and they haven't uprooted that seed that has been planted since when they was younger. So, it always goes back to habits. Your habits or whatever is what you exposed to first. If you always exposed to things, like whether if you listen to certain things, looking at certain things that is not in line with, being in a monogamous relationship, or is something that's contrary to, being faithful or whatever to a woman, then guess what? Eventually, you're going to find yourself, diving into the deep end and doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing. Now, if you're practicing good habits, listening to things is per se that it's not about, because sometimes there's music, y'all. Sometimes you listen to music and you have, whether if these rappers or whoever saying that, they got this woman, they did this woman, whatever. And you listen to that stuff, eventually over a period of time, whether if you know it, you're planting the seed. You know, it's just, it is what it is. You know, our eyes and our ears is gateways or whatever. And what you say, whatever you come out your mouth, you know, words are power or whatever. So we got to be very careful, us men, when it comes to the things that we always hearing, the things that we always talking about. You know, the influence is powerful. You know, it really is. Just think about YouTube, my channel now. I'm an influencer, you know, so I'm influence people, whether if it could be negative or positive or whatever. So influence is very powerful. So it's whatever you influence and whatever you are around, whatever you talking about, whatever you listening to consistently, it becomes a habit. Then you start practicing that habit. Subconsciously, you start doing things without really thinking about it consciously, because it's in your subconscious. So then it becomes part of your character. So now, you know, you're doing things or whatever that you're trying to figure out, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing that or whatever, you know, and some people don't really, you know, think about those type of things or why they doing certain things that they doing. But I'm not trying to get off the topic, but I'm just trying to get to the root of why women sometimes think, well, why all men is dogs? Well, that's not true. All men is not dogs. I mean, or all cheaters, once you're a cheat, you always a cheater. That's not true, because it can't work in one category and not work in another. Meaning that you can't say once a person is a liar, always a liar. Or once a person is a murderer, always a murderer. Or if you was always a thief, you're always a thief. And I know people or whatever personally that's in certain categories like that has changed their life around. So you can't say once always a cheater, always a cheater. If that's the case, then all these other things that I just said, they have to be that also. So, you know, that's just something that I believe that the world has made up and people has bought into it. And I don't know, but it doesn't make sense to me, because people can always change, and it's a will to change or whatever. It's a want to. So at the end of the day, it goes back to saying that it's a root. And I'm gonna get back to, you know, I'm gonna get back to this episode. I'm gonna have a couple more episodes when it comes to this cheating thing, because, you know, men in general, whatever, sometimes they think it's cool to do it. So it's a want to. They don't want to do it. So guess what? They're not going to change. If you don't want to, if you don't want to change your character, then nobody else could do it for you. So with that being said, women, it's all about what that man has been exposed to or whatever, and what he's still being exposed to even as a grown man. But it always take place some way or somehow when they was younger. So with that being said, if you are, you know, in a relationship, women, that, you know, you experiencing your man and you caught your man cheating or whatever, you really need to ask him, okay, what you been exposed to? What, you know, as a younger man, or what are you still being exposed to? What is his mind frame? Because that's where it really boils down to, the mind frame. Wherever the mind goes, the body follows. It's just what it is. The mind is powerful. So, you know, we just need to, as men, we just really need to, like, take a look in the mirror and just realize or whatever, okay, if you have a problem with cheating, then you need to really, you know, look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I don't want to continue to do this no more. You know, I can change my life. If I really want to, I need to start exposing myself to things that's more of on the line of not cheating or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, man, it's cool to have just one woman. You know, society has made it now to that, you know what I'm saying, having multiple chicks and all these, it's cool. And which, you know, it's not, because it could lead to all kind of other issues and problems in your life or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I know, I've been there and done that, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's cool to have this woman, that woman, whatever. Listen, take it from me, you know what I'm saying, man, it's cool to have one woman. You know what I'm saying? It's cool or whatever. So, you know, women, I think I'm going to continue this topic, you know, because I may have Jay chime in on this also, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's always a root to the issue of why we do the things that we do. And one of those issues of men cheating women is because is what we have been exposed to over a period of time. That's what it is. It's just what it boils down to. So, but you know, the good thing is it can be changed. And if the man really wants to change it, he definitely can. He definitely can. He just got to renew his mind frame of being influenced by positive things and good things or whatever. So with that being said, I thank y'all for the support. Please hit the thumbs up on this video. Please subscribe. And also subscribe to my other channel, Lee's Relaxation and Peacefulness. I guarantee you, if you're having trouble sleeping at night, this channel will definitely get you, you know, the rest that you need from whether it's a long day of stress, anxiety, or whatever. You know, I'm here to add value to people's lives. That's the key word, value. So thank you again. And until next time, Lee's love language.